I think it's high time we stop labeling our dreams as too big, too small, or too weird. Welcome back, beautiful souls. I am back. It's been a really long time since I sat down for a video like this, but here I am. So, fun fact, I had the idea of or inspiration of today's video a couple of months ago, actually, while I was walking post dinner. It's something that happens to me quite often. Those moments when I'm just walking alone or letting my thoughts wander in solitude. Some insights or inspirations strike me, and I feel this urge to come here and share those with you in hopes that they might help you the way they did me. And before we dive into the juicy parts of today's video, I want to share a little backstory. So, the 2 weeks before this inspiration struck, those few weeks had been really weird for me. I was knee deep in confusion, self doubt, absolutely questioning every career and life decision I've made so far. It literally felt like a midlife crisis, catching me completely off guard, and I was really taken aback. I felt as if I've lost direction and I have no clarity whatsoever as to what am I doing. But fast forward to that night, I did figure out a few things which I feel like we regularly need to be reminded, and I do feel they will benefit you the way it did me. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, my midlife crisis slash breakdown was a result of me questioning what am I doing in life? What do I want? And more importantly, will I get where I want to be? And then it came to me that I was losing my senses because my ego was stuck in a deep comparison trap. My mind was running a story with the same villains over and over again, and I got hung up on it really bad. We all grow up with certain cultural and societal influences, and then if you throw social media into that mix, it can get real crazy real fast. And that's what I saw was happening with me. I judged and belittled my own journey because it didn't look or feel promising enough to get me what other people in my industry have, namely status, fame, money, and all that fancy material success. When I realized this, my next question was the people I'm comparing myself to, do I have the same goals as them? Do I measure success the same way they do? And the answer was a big no. Success is as personal as it gets, and we bash ourselves so much if we don't feel successful enough as per the standards of the current culture or other people on social media. Which leads me to a simple yet profoundly eye-opening practice we all need to do and embrace from time to time, which is defining our own goals. Today, sit down, grab your journal, and write down in clear terms what success really means to you. Here, I'm not talking about just absent-mindedly writing the first thing that pops up in your head, but truly checking with yourself and understanding the essence of success for you. Whatever it is that you desire to achieve in your life, write what that feeling means to you and only you. For instance, here's what being successful on a deeper level means to me. Helping people and the planet in a significant way and getting rich doing what I love. Here's what being abundant means to me. Feeling financially competent and fulfilled to do what I want. Here's what being sexy means to me. Working on shaping a healthy, fit body and loving and honoring my body the way it is. The basic premise of this is that you set the standards and you meet them. If you blindly or unknowingly keep following the world's standards of success, achievement, fame, money, chances are you'll end up in more confusion than clarity. And I'd like to point out here there are no good or bad goals. If you want to be a millionaire by 25, by all means, go for it. If your definition of success is being a kick-ass homemaker, have at it. If being successful means taking care of animals, do that. Your success is defined by your own metrics, not the world's, not your ego, which sometimes might start comparing with the rest of the world and become mean. It's important to foster a conscious ability to discern whether that goal is really yours and has some matter behind it, or is it just your mind's chatter and has been influenced by the world's idea of success. Now, this means two great things. Number one, you get absolute clarity on your end goals, like how I know I want to help people in some deeply helpful manner. I can create an action plan which is suitable to that. This also means that now you are in your own lane, making your own rules, setting your own standards and metrics, so just keep your head down and work towards those goals. Number two, the joy of working on something you deeply desire and care about is very beautiful, and not the kind we usually see on social media. Much of what we see is the bougie glam side of hustling and working, but when you work towards a goal that is not superficial but is deeply connected with you, you are practically a magician. And you'll also realize in the time frame of accomplishing the goal does not bother you much. That's when you truly embrace and trust the process, which is a concept we often hear about but struggle to embody. Please note here that you will experience experience certain challenges and obstacles on your way. For example, one of my goals is to publish my own book, and I'm deeply connected to that. But does that mean it's smooth sailing? Not at all. I struggle with creative blocks, procrastination, and so many other hindrances. But the beauty of working on a personally powerful, deep goal is that you embrace those too. You look at it as a crucial part of your progress, and if you understand and embody that, you are winning. It all starts with your interests and hobbies, basically. No matter what the world tells you, I believe you can create a successful career out of your hobby and passion if you really want to. Our capital driven, fast forward, hustle focused society might have you believing that only the certain kinds of businesses survive and thrive. I refuse to believe that. If you have a desire that right now may seem small or insignificant, work for it anyway. Why? Because it's a desire you're truly connected to. It inspires you. You have your own muse. And as I said before, you set the standards for measuring success in your pursuits. At the end of the day, if I have written a scene or a chapter, I am successful. Why does it have to be a massive, colossal achievement? Why don't we start small? In fact, you can redefine success for yourself on an everyday basis. Today, feeling deeply successful might mean being a productive go getter. Tomorrow, it could mean indulging in singing and dancing. It's your world, your version of success. So make your own rules, have fun with it, and make yourself proud. Another powerful way to create deeply connected goals are to list down all that inspires you on a day to day basis. It could be as simple or silly as watching a thriller film the way it's for me. Watching intense dark movies and reading stories makes me happy when I experience a good one. I feel I have more insights for my own book, and I feel even more inspired to create something that I enjoy. So when you have a list of things that inspire you deeply, you'll see they're already connected to a profound soul desire. Your task is to nurture and deepen those connections over time. That's all. Anything that inspires you and fills you with joy is a goal waiting to be realized. So create that list, then really see how can those things be experienced even more deeply. How can I create this inspiration for others maybe? Can I create these inspiring and joyful feelings through my desires more often? And there you have it, your own roadmap of a success that is uniquely yours, deeply personal and profoundly fulfilling. Keep reminding yourself no matter how different or crazy you have your goals, these are your standards, the ones you decided for yourself. The rest is just noise. I hope you give powerful, beautiful, deep meanings to your desires and dreams, and may you accomplish them with much joy and inspiration. Thank you for sharing your time and energy with me today. Keep dreaming big, crazy, weird, and wonderful. Till next time.